We are back for episode 5 of All the Things Music, the podcast. We are your hosts, Abby Anderson and Michaela Stores, coming to you not live from
Your small or large screens.
today is a really awesome episode because we are talking to a really cool artist.
And no, the artist is not my cat. It is Lynx.
It's not? It's
No,
not
it's
your
Lynx.
cat?
No.
Oh. Um, yeah. Personally, I have really been enjoying Lynx's music lately. You can check her out on Spotify as well.
Hi, I'm Jackie. I also go by Lynx, and I'm a singer-songwriter artist from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and now I'm based in Los Angeles.
Awesome. Was there a particular experience in your life that kind of drew you to music or a moment that you knew that you wanted to pursue it as a career?
Whoa. I mean, there were so many. Um, but the first time that I knew I wanted to be an artist, I forget what the year was, but it was like a VHS of Shania Twain that my
Okay.
parents had. And we had this super old like television. I don't even know if it was a television. It was super
Mm-hmm.
old. And I would put that video on and like watch Shania Twain play. And they had like fiddles and everything. It was so cool. And I would sit there and play a tennis racket. And I think I was like
Oh,
2 or 3 years old. And I remember thinking, like, whatever that is, I don't know what that is, but that's what I want to do. Um, and then anytime there was like music class or orchestra or band, like I was just anything music related. I was like that. I want to do that.
because you started with orchestra, right?
Yeah, my mom had me play the violin when I was like no, she had me play the piano when I was like 5. And
Okay.
then when I went to elementary school, the year that I started, the principal decided that all the kids were going to get violins.
Hmm.
And so then I started with the violin and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I kind of want to keep going with this. And then I just never stopped. Um, and I eventually switched to the upright bass. Um,
That's
yeah.
much cooler than my school. We all had to play the flute.
We got recorders, so
The
you're doing
flute
better
is
than
kind of
me.
cool though. Yeah, the recorder. Oh man.
Yeah, I had a blue, like turquoise blue clear recorder
Oh,
in
you
third
were
grade.
cool.
Oof.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes me cool, but
No, that's cool. I had the really boring like pale tan one.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember ever having a recorder. I was just stuck to the flute. That was all my only option.
That's so cool though. The flute is like really hard.
Oh, I was not good at it. Don't worry.
I played flute in fifth grade and I quit after like a year. So played piano for a while, but not flute. What all do you
Yeah.
play now?
What else do I play? Oh
Like
man.
what all instruments do you play now?
Yeah, I play guitar. I'm learning the mandolin.
Cool.
I can play the banjo. I can play the cello. Like if it has strings on it, I've like touched it and tried to figure out how it works. I do play the piano. I'm really bad at it. Um, but I play it just because you kind of need to.
Mm-hmm.
I love the guitar. Yeah, bass guitar. And just yeah, if it has strings on it, I'll like pick it up pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah.
That kind of ties into the next question. So, like, what does your writing process typically look like? Are you usually starting on an instrument? Are you starting with a melody? Like, what does that sort of usually look like for you?
Mm. Recently, I've been getting a lot of ideas when I'm like on a walk or in the shower. It used to just be like I would just sit down and say, "Oh, I'm gonna write a song. Let me just get some chords going and sing over top of
Mm-hmm.
it." But now I have like really clear ideas of what like if it's a melody or lyrics. I just kind of write it without any instruments right now until I
Mm.
kind of get the idea going. And then I usually come in here and I sit down and I start like recording it to a guitar, usually just on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and then I produce everything in here, so I just start recording everything after that.
Wow.
It's pretty
Awesome.
fast.
That's
Yeah.
really
That's
cool.
cool.
And you've got your own little setup going on there.
Yeah, I've got like some guitars over here. Oh, there's not one over there. I got like more over here. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Um, so do you produce most things yourself?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I started producing when I was I want to say like 13 or 14. Like my mom would take me to Guitar Center and I would just ask the guys like how do I record this guitar and I want to record my vocal at the same time? What do I need?
Hmm.
And then we would just get like the cheapest option. And then I'd like a week later I'd be like, "Mom, I need more. Like the next level thing cuz I need like phantom power or I need more inputs because I like wired my childhood bedroom with like this is kind of nerdy, but I like wired my whole childhood bedroom. We lived in like an old house, so there was one outlet, and I had like a piano wired to be recorded, and then I had like my guitar amp all plugged into this one outlet, but I had it all like surrounding the room. It was really cool.
That's
Um,
so cool.
Yeah, and then now I have like a more of a proper studio, I guess. But that was yeah, I like didn't know what I was doing, but I was just plugging things in and seeing what worked and then dragging my mom to Guitar Center.
I have mad respect for anybody who can produce music because like that's what like makes songs like come together in such a cool way. But I don't know anything about it. So would you be able to like share what the specific things that you kind of had then that you have now, like what the
Yeah.
technology even is? Because I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are starting with it right now. You have microphones going into an interface, right?
Yep.
Going into your computer. So that was like the first thing that I needed to learn. Um, And I was also using Pro Tools at the time, uh, which is finicky because back then, not to age myself, but like YouTube wasn't really a thing. So I was on like really old blogs talking to like old guys, saying like, I have this microphone, I got it from this guy. What do I do with it? Um, so they would like teach me Pro Tools. Um, and that was weird because you have to arm a recording. So you have to arm your track, arm it, and then that basically tells your computer we're going to record this. So when you hit record, now everything records. That was a huge learning curve for me. Um, and then yeah, it's like a lot of reverb. There's like EQ. There's compression. That just makes things sound the way you want them to
Mm.
sound. And then it's just like finding like samples are really popular now. You can find like any
Mm-hmm.
drum sound or any pad or any synth. It's like really easy now actually. It's like kind of crazy how easy it can be. And with the amount of resources online, like you can take masterclass, you can take YouTube. It's
Yeah, now you can just look on YouTube, like, how do I produce? And you could probably
yeah,
figure it out to
yeah,
at least a little bit of an
yeah. I'm
extent.
always learning, and there are so many people who continue to make plugins that you can just install that help you do more. And
Mm.
like with AI too, I'm noticing that a lot of these plugins that I've started like using in the past are now transferring to AI where you just hit a button and it starts sounding better, which is
Wow.
kind of crazy. Um, but yeah, I would say like the main thing back then was just how to arm a recording and like how a signal flow with a microphone works, which is the same as like if I plug in a synthesizer, how I can get that signal to my computer. I would say the hardest thing though for me that took the longest was figuring out what my sound was.
Yeah.
And that's like hard when I was learning to produce at the same time while also learning to like what songwriting is, what makes a good song. Like learning all of that at the same time was kind of it was difficult, but now I feel like I have a clear grasp on all of that.
Well, you've kind of mentioned kind of putting out into the world that artists like Lord and the 1975 and the Japanese House are like some of the artists that have kind of been inspirational. How did you kind of weave those kinds of artist sounds into what you're doing now?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I think a lot of those artists, um, like Lord, for example, she's such a huge inspiration to me as just like a solo act, but her sound is really big. That was something
Mhm.
I really liked about her, especially her earlier things with Jack Antonoff. I think that they just developed a sound that you didn't hear before. And her voice was really rich, but she was so young. Like it was just
Mm-hmm.
a really cool like give and take of everything that she did. And I think the 1975 do a really good job with that as well, where like the drums can be really like anthematic, but then the guitars are really simple.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I try to use those kind of elements of just like the opposite, um, like feeling. So like the
Mhm.
lyrics could be really happy, but the song sounds sad, or like vice versa. Or like maybe the drums are like huge, but then the guitar lines are really, really simple. Um, and just like the tones that all those artists use, I really like. I just always gravitated towards that. So I try to like find myself in there somewhere. But yeah, man, I love the 1975 though. I could talk about those guys forever.
I was
Yeah.
just listening to them yesterday. Like, I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of them, but like I've always respected them for a really long time and liked their music a lot. But yesterday I was listening, I'm like, man, this stuff is really good. I've been sleeping on the 1975.
Yeah, I mean, I just like the energy that they
Mm-hmm.
bring. I think that's also like a through point. Um, I think the Japanese house, her live shows really like it's just really pretty.
Yeah.
But like the like Lord did that whole like where she like danced in like a demonic way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 1985, like they're like he's always like running on stage and stuff.
Yeah.
I love that kind of stuff. I mean, I grew up listening to like Paramore too and like The Clash, like anything that's like really high energy, I really
Mm-hmm.
love. Um, but then I also like the like more ballady moments. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just trying to like find myself in all of that.
Yep. Speaking of that, how would you describe your music to someone who maybe hasn't listened to it or isn't familiar with your music?
Hmm, that's a good question. I feel like I'm asked this a lot and it always kind of changes a little bit. But I think right now I would say it's the kind of music that when you get home from work or school or something and you lay down on your bed, that's like the type of music you would put on with
Mhm.
headphones and like try to drown out the world.
I love that. That's perfect.
What I'm
I did
what
that yesterday, specifically with the song Wasteland.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I love that
So,
one.
yes, confirmed.
Awesome.
I would agree.
Thank you.
Um, kind of talking about that EP and the other EPs. You've had, is it three EPs so far?
Yeah, 3 EPs.
Three.
Yeah.
How do you feel like your sound has kind of evolved throughout creating all of those projects?
I mean, I feel like each project has, I mean, the last two kind of are a little similar, but um, I would say it's just continuously evolving. I don't know if it'll ever stop.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I kind of like that it's never the same because then I feel like I'm not representing like myself as an artist. I'm inspired by so many different things. So that's always changing. And just as like the world changes, as we all change, as we all grow older. And so I try to like capture that not only in my lyrics, but I think, but also as like the music gets older and as things change. And I like kind of not using like trending sounds, but I do like the idea of using things that like capture a time period.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I think Taylor's such a good example of that, where she is like making songs that feel like the time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that's, I don't know, it's really cool. It's because then you listen to it and it takes you back to the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that forward thinking. I mean, I don't know. I think she's like a genius. I don't know where she came from, but uh yeah, she's able to like capture that type of um I don't know, just like her genre is like also everything all at
Mm-hmm.
once. it's just her. So I think as an indie artist, that's kind of hard, but
Mhm.
I like it. I like just kind of going with what I'm feeling and then finding the songs that all fit together and kind of packaging them up. Um, but we're looking to do an album this year, so
Ooh.
really exciting to kind of have like a full moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I'm excited.
Where are you at in terms of the process of that right now?
Um, I would say what I can say is we're like halfway there.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It's exciting.
I'm excited.
Um,
Yeah, and I have a new song coming out on March 28th. I should plug that.
ooh.
Ooh. Are you gonna be playing it on tour?
I will be playing it on tour. Yeah. The first few shows, it will be completely unreleased.
Hmm.
Yep.
And then it releases while we're on the tour.
That's so
Can
exciting.
you give any like a one word kind of hint as to like the sound or the concept behind that song?
Mm, I'm really thinking.
We stumped her.
Yeah. I guess I would have to say yourself.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Thought-provoking answer. I like it.
I don't know, I'm trying. You guys have got
Um,
some good ones.
thanks.
Yeah.
Kind of in terms of talking about future projects and all of those kinds of things, do you have any dream collaborators?
Oh, I mean, Charlie would be crazy.
Oh yeah.
I love her. Um, Man, I guess like this is so out there, but um Brian May from Queen
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
That's a good
really
one.
cool. Like hit a guitar solo or something be really
Yeah.
cool. Um, I don't know, like Cher,
Yeah.
something, you know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Gotta get a legend in there, and she's a
yeah,
good
yeah,
choice.
exactly, yeah, yeah.
Those are good
Cool.
choices.
Thank you.
So speaking of collaborators, you just put out "Don't Fall Asleep to This" with the Ivy. What was that collaboration process like?
Oh man, those guys are so fun. We were planning on doing the tour before we even decided to
Mm.
do a song. Um, and my manager found out through, I think, their manager that while we were prepping for the tour, they were like, "Hey, the guys are going to be in LA. You should do a session." So they came through, and all three of us, were kind of just thinking that we were gonna just chat, hang out, um, and they had this like synth pad or something, and I just like brought it up, and we were just talking about like a song idea maybe to like just go along with the tour, like it could be a cool moment, and then yeah, we just started writing, and probably within a couple of hours we had the full song written and kind of like demoed out. And then they ended up coming back the next day to finish it out. And we pretty much had it the way that it sounds now. It's pretty much what we ended up
Wow.
doing. Yeah, and it was a really fun process, really easy. But yeah, and I'm really excited to go on the road with them. It's what, like next week, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It seems like in the limited knowledge that I have about songwriting, that 2 days seems like a really fast process to go from like an idea to here's the demo. Um, is
Yeah.
I mean, is that pretty fast?
It's pretty fast. I mean, it was really cool because so Sean, he plays
Mhm.
the keys, and he like plays bass and backing vocals and everything. He was like over here on the couch, and so while I was doing things, he was also sending me things, and then it was kind of cool because we would just like be bouncing the project back and forth in real
Mhm.
time, and then yeah, I would say like in terms of writing the song, like some songs take 5-10 minutes to write. It just depends on the song.
Yeah.
Collaborating can take a long time, I would say. but this one was just, yeah, pretty fast, really easy. Um, and it seems like the tour will be the same. Hopefully, we don't have any bumps or anything.
Is there a song from your catalog that feels like most personal to you?
I mean the new one definitely. Um, I have this song called Evergreen. People always like bring it up, but that song is just kind of like I would say like my North Star. Like I listen to it sometimes and I'm trying to remember like who I am as a person or like to go outside and be in the sun. That kind of feeling. So I would say that song feels the most personal prior to the new song. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think I know that one, but I mean, I've been listening and loving everything that I've
Oh,
listened to.
thank
So
you.
I'll
Thank you.
dig back and find that one.
Okay, so talking about the tour, what have you been doing to prepare for the tour coming up?
Ooh, we're getting new merch. So I've been
Ooh.
really on merch, designing merch. That's been really fun. Um, what else? Just like mostly rehearsing, getting good rest, um, chatting with the guys about logistics. I've been writing more still. I think I'm always writing. Um, yeah, just kind of like hanging out with friends before I have to leave. I'm
Yeah.
going snowboarding this weekend to hang out with my brother, because my birthday is on Monday.
Oh,
So,
happy birthday.
Happy early birthday.
oh, thank you. Yeah, so we're gonna go snowboarding. Well, he's skiing, I'm gonna snowboard. And then yeah, just like little things like that.
Aw, that sounds so fun.
Yeah.
And then what songs are you gonna add to your pre-show playlist? Whether
Oh,
that's like what you listen to or what you like play before you come out.
yeah, do you have any recommendations?
Oh, I mean, I would say you should put some from the 1975 from Self-Titled. That played a very pivotal role in my teenage years. So anything from that.
Noted. Yeah. Yeah, I mean the 1975 is on there for sure. I was thinking of adding, I don't know, I've been really into this band called Toledo right now.
Mm.
They're kind of cool. They're like very indie folk. Um, a lot of Paramore, the new Gracie record, the new Role
Yes.
Model record. Um,
Do you like Del Water Gap? I feel like he would be kind of your vibe.
I love Del Water Gap. Yeah, he's really cool. I don't know him personally, but
Yeah,
he's
but
really
his music is
yeah.
good. I feel like you could put that on there as well.
Yeah, yeah. Or like Holly Humberstone. I mean,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like Griff. I would probably put her
Mm-hmm.
on there too. Yeah.
Oh, last night's mascara would be a good one.
Oh yeah. That her video too that she just released is
Mm-hmm.
so cool. Where she's like painting along the wall with her
Yeah.
hand. So cool.
Yeah. Those are good ones. Good ones, good
Yeah,
ones.
any recommendations, I'll take them. Maybe like the
Oh
Jonas
man.
Brothers, like old Jonas Brothers,
Yeah.
like
That
Here
would
We
be
Die,
fun.
like that kind of stuff could be cool too.
We enjoy 5 Seconds of Summer. I don't know
Yes.
if you are into
Yeah, I
5 Seconds of
love Five
Summer,
Sauce. Yeah.
Oh, good. She's a Five Sauce fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, Gracie's a good choice too.
Yeah, any kind of, I mean, I'll listen to anything. Really nowadays. Yeah, pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Um, what's that song? It's like, yo, one time teenage drama queen. Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
Lindsay
What is
Lohan?
it's from the movie with Lindsay
Yeah,
Lohan.
that song. I gotta put that song on.
Yeah.
Is it a Lindsay Lohan song? It might
I
be.
I don't know if she sings it, but I know it's from that movie and I can't remember what the movie is called.
Isn't it Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen?
Yes.
Is that what it's? Is that
Yes.
what it's called?
Is that
Yes.
what it's called? I don't know.
Confession. No, I'm pretty sure that's what the movie is called. So it might be the song too.
It is. Yeah, Lindsay Lohan.
You got to
Wow.
put that on there.
Yeah, it's on. It's going on.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think that's a good. That's a good. Yeah.
Put that right before you come
Oh,
out.
wait, that was a movie. I didn't even know that. Not to be like on Spotify now, but I didn't realize that was a movie. I thought it was like Freaky Friday, but that's like its own movie.
Yeah, that was like one of my favorite movies when I was younger.
I've never seen that one. I've seen Freaky Friday, but I've never seen that one.
Yeah,
You
I've
guys
seen
are
Freaky Friday. Wait, so they made that song for the movie, specifically for the movie.
yeah, you guys are missing out.
That's so cool. I know what I'm watching tonight.
We love a oh my gosh, like 2000s Disney movie
Yeah.
or Disney
Anything.
Channel or whatever.
Yeah, so good.
So kind of continuing talking about the tour, you're bound to gain some new fans from this tour. For those of us who kind of love to check out the opener's music before the show, which song of yours would you recommend that they start with?
Oh, I would say probably How to Cure a Heart Attack.
Okay.
Yeah. I just love how that song sounds and how it feels.
Okay.
Um, and I feel like lyrically it's just really fun and like spunky.
Good answer.
And then tying along with that, which song are you most looking forward to playing live?
Ashes.
Okay. I thought you were
I
gonna say the new
I
one.
think I listened to the yeah.
The new one? Oh, I guess the new one too. But yeah, Ashes.
Ashes.
Yeah.
Okay. Was Ashes a standalone?
I
I've
think it
been
might have
trying
been a
to
standalone. Yeah.
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 I was listening to like the whole playlist and everything and trying to compartmentalize everything. But
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Which playlist? Maybe it's not on there. I need to update
I
stuff.
think I just like hit play on your name on Spotify
Oh,
and it
cool.
just played everything.
Yeah, I think that one's not in like I know Quarter After and Miss You are really in
Yeah.
the algorithms. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there it
Ashes
is.
would be
Yeah. Midnight Sessions. I found it.
Oh yeah. The full version, I feel like you'll like it.
Okay.
Other stuff.
I liked Quarter After too.
Where you
That
want.
one's really
Yeah,
good
it's very
too.
Quarter After vibe.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
Sick and Sin's gonna be really fun though. We are doing that song.
okay. You're playing a lot. A lot of good stuff.
Playing a lot. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Me too.
What do you hope listeners kind of take away from seeing you live?
I hope they feel empowered and I hope they just have a good time.
That's a good answer.
That's like all I
So,
want. Just want everybody to feel like really good about themselves.
oh, so our last question, we always ask a fun question at the end. What is your song of the day that you've been playing or just like encompasses your day?
Oh my God. Well, it's kind of an awkward question because I've been listening to a lot of like free jazz.
Okay.
Okay.
Around the house. I just like walk around and I listen to free jazz. If it's not that, oh, Dreams by Carol Addis. I think that's how you
Okay.
say her name. Dreams by Carol Addis. Ades.
Okay.
Really good. Yeah.
Is there like what's the vibe of that one?
It's kind of like Teenage Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen.
Oh,
Again, very,
okay.
like 2000s throwback. I feel like you guys would really like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Adding it to the playlist.
We have an ongoing playlist that we just like add these to, so then it's just a shuffle of like
You'll have to
everything.
send it to me. I want to know
Okay.
other people listen to.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, that's everything we have. Well, thank you. And we're excited to see you out on the road, see how these songs come to life and all of that.
Thank you both so much. I'm so excited. And to see you both in person.
I know, I'm excited.
If you enjoyed today's episode, follow us on all of our social media. They vary because, usernames get taken sometimes. But Instagram, allthethings.music. Go to the website, allthethings-music.com. You can find pretty much everything there. And we will see ya in the next one.
Also, subscribe to us on YouTube and Spotify.
Yeah. Follow us on. Please. Follow us on all the things.
Ooh.